Hey everybody, welcome to Yoga Stretch. I'm Carolyn. So glad you're here with me today. As I said in the chat, today we'll be focusing on flexibility. So we're going to be doing each pose for a longer extension today. So we'll be holding each pose for that 1 minute, as you can see the timer on the side there. So let's go ahead and get started. All you need is a mat. So let's go ahead and stand in our mountain pose position to start. I'm just going to hit my timer and then I'll be right there with you. Excellent. So remember, mountain pose is that grounding position. So we're standing with our feet underneath our hips, arms just resting at the sides, shoulders sinking down. Starting to just focus on your breath. Taking those deep breaths. As I mentioned, today we'll be focusing on flexibility, which we'll be holding these poses for an extended period of time. We'll be doing a couple flowing movements as well. But holding these poses helps us to really dig deep into that flexibility. So I want you to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth, because that deep exhale will help you get a little bit deeper into your stretch today. Just have a couple more minutes here in this mountain pose position. Excellent. Now take a deep breath in. Let your right tricep, right elbow reach up towards the ceiling, grab onto it, and then tip over to your left. So you're getting that stretch through the side of the body, also that stretch through your tricep. Again, I'm focusing on that breath. As you're taking that deep breath out, see if you can sink a little bit more and more to the side. Let those shoulders soften. Excellent. Try and stay nice and tall. Don't let yourself tip over, but keep that core engaged. Good. Just a few more seconds here. Of course, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So go ahead and slowly come up. Let your arms sink down. Take that deep breath in again. And now drop the left arm back behind, elbow up towards the ceiling, and then tip now to your right. Again, nice and tall though. Don't let yourself hunch forward, but stay tall. Shoulders are relaxed. Breathing in through the nose, exhale out through the mouth. You can even add a little sigh to that exhale to really get a good breath out. Step the feet out just a little bit wider. We're coming into a flowing now. So I want you to shift your body over to your right. Your arms are going to come down towards your right foot, slide over to your left, and then we come back up tall. And then we just switch the direction. So now slide over to your left, then to your right, and back up. Good. Sink down and just reach those hands down as far as is comfortable for you. So if they hang here more by the knees, that is fine as well. So we're stretching here now through the hips, through the lower back. Good. And those muscle groups really get used a lot through the day, no matter what type of exercise that you're doing, whether it's running, stepping, elliptical, weight training, walking. Excellent. Okay, so now that feet stay in that wide position, I want you to shift your hips and kind of lean over now to your left. So your left hand is hanging down, sliding down. Now take that left hand and reach it up towards the ceiling, and your other arm wraps around and pulls it towards you. So you're getting an inner thigh stretch and also a nice shoulder stretch here. Let the shoulders sink down, looking up at your fingertips. And we're focusing on that breath. Excellent. So today our focus is stretching through the hips, the hamstrings and glutes, the low back, upper back, and the shoulders. Good. We're going to come back, slowly release that. Of course, we're going to do the other side. So we're taking that right hand now and sliding it down the right leg. So getting a stretch through the side, and then take that right arm and reach it up towards the ceiling. Other hand comes underneath it, pull it towards you. Shoulders sink, look up at those right fingertips. Keep both legs extended. Stay up tall. Try not to let your body lean too far forward. Hugging that arm in towards you to get a nice stretch through that shoulder. Breathing, and as you exhale, remember, try and get a little bit deeper into that stretch if you can. Good. Slowly come up and we lower down. Excellent. Let's bring those feet back into underneath those hips. We'll come into our flowing shoulder round and chest opener. So now we kind of bend those knees a little bit. The arms are going to reach forward, and as we drop the head down, and then as we exhale, we stand up tall. We bring those arms back. We open through the chest, and we look up towards the ceiling. So we inhale, round the back, come forward, and exhale, open the chest, lean back. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Very nice. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Good. And then let the arms sink back down to the side. Good. I'm just going to turn this way. So I want you to come into that forward fold. So slide those arms down your legs. Let your hands drop down. And then step back. So you're now in your downward facing dog. So your hands are spread. Your hips are raised up towards the ceiling. Your heels are sinking down towards the mat. Your head is relaxed between those arms. If you want to move the head around a little bit, you certainly can here. So remember, your focus is on the calves, on the hamstrings, and the shoulders. Very nice. Good. Remember, as you take that deep breath out, try and see if you can sink a little bit deeper into the stretch. Go ahead and lower your knees down, and then step forward with your right foot. So we come into low lunge. So I want you to come up tall. Good. Now shift your hips forward. So your knee should be on top of your ankle. Now with that left hip, you're pushing your left hip forward. So you should feel that stretch through your front part of your left hip and that hip flexor. So sink the shoulders down. For you runners out there, this is a great stretch because we use a lot of that hip flexor. Stand up tall. Now, if you want more, you can raise your arms up and lean back a little more to get a deeper stretch. Sink the shoulders down. Soften the shoulders. You can wiggle the fingers around a little bit. Lower the arms down. Bring your right foot back behind you. And we're going to go back to downward facing dog again. This time, we're coming into walking the dog, which means we're just going to alternate pressing the heels down towards or to the mat. Everything else stays the same. The head is still relaxed between the arms. The fingers are still spread. Just adding a little bit of movement. Still stretching through those calves. Good. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Couple more seconds, and then sink the heels down. Good. Lower onto your knees, and now we go to low lunge, this time bringing our left foot forward. Come up tall. Remember, your left knee's on top of your left ankle. Now we're stretching through that right hip flexor, so push that hip forward. Hands can stay resting here on the thigh. Shoulders are relaxed. If you would like more, you can reach the arms up as you soften the shoulders and then lean further back. Good. Feeling that stretch here in that hip flexor, the front part of your hip. Good. Breathe in through the nose. As you exhale, see if you can lean back or reach up a little bit more. Get a deeper stretch. Excellent. The arms lower down. We bring the foot back behind it. Now we come into child's pose. So hinge at the hips and sit back, and then reach your arms out in front of you and let your upper body sink down. Forehead can drop all the way down to the mat if that's comfortable for you. Then we're breathing in through the nose, exhaling through the mouth as we let the body relax more and more. Shoulder stretch as we're walking those fingers away from us a little bit more. And then also a good hip opener as well. Good. Slowly walk your hands towards your knees, and then we're going to come into a seated position into butterfly pose. So we're going to bring the feet together, bring the feet as close to you as is comfortable. Place your hands either on your toes, on your ankles, but either way we're sitting up nice and tall and letting those knees sink down towards the mat. Good. As you exhale, think about those knees sinking further and further down towards the mat. Get a nice stretch through those inner thighs. Go into turtle pose. So we're just going to bring those feet further away from us. And now the hands are going to come underneath your legs with your palms up. Slide your hands underneath. Place your hands on the top of your feet if you can. And then let your body just round over. So nice stretch through the upper back. Also through those hips, inner thighs. Sink those shoulders down. Let your body fold forward. Just a few more seconds. Are up as we slide the arms now back out. Sitting up again, nice and tall. Place your legs in a comfortable position for you as we move into the wing stretch. So your hands are going to be coming back behind you, placing your hands on the small of your back, and then letting your elbows open out to the sides. Shoulders sink down. Now the higher up your hands, the more stretch that you'll feel. So you decide what's most comfortable for you. If you like, you can lean back a little bit, look up at the ceiling. Your focus, though, is thinking about bringing those elbows together behind you. That's the visualization. Again, we're stretching through the shoulders and upper back, where a lot of us hold a lot of our tension. Let those arms lower down, bring them back around. Now place your feet on the floor or mat. All right, we're gonna come into seated flowing cat and cow. So hands are just here at your shins. As you inhale, I want you to drop back and drop the head down. And then exhale, you're gonna shift your weight forward and open through the chest and look up. So we round the back and inhale. Pull forward, look up, and exhale. Now you can go at your own flow here. You don't have to be at the same tempo that I am, so do what feels good to you. Good. A few more seconds. Excellent. And relax. We're keeping our legs in the same position. Take your hands and bring them behind you so you can lean back a little bit. And I want you to raise your right leg off and place it on top of your left. Now let your right knee fall back down. So sinking your knee down towards the floor. And we're holding here now in seated pigeon. If you need a deeper stretch, come forward more towards your leg. Sitting up nice and tall. Your hands are back behind you. Shoulders are relaxed. Feel that stretch through that hip into your glutes. Focusing on that breath. Side, so sink back and then go ahead and switch legs, and now your left knee will sink away from you. And then again, if you need a deeper stretch, your chest comes further forward towards your leg, but still sitting up nice and tall. Good. Let your shoulders sink down. Focus on your breath. Usually a deep stretch for most, as we really use those glutes and hips in our daily activities. Just a couple more seconds. Slowly drop back so we can let that leg down. And again, we'll sit in a comfortable position for you. Hands can just rest on your legs, shoulders sink down. We're coming into a nice neck stretch here. So I want you just to tip your head over to your right. So bring your ear towards your shoulder. Good. Now drop your chin down, looking down at the mat. Focusing on your breath. Your focus here is just releasing any tension from the body. Slowly bring the head back to center. And now we just tip the ear to the shoulder again in the other direction. Sink the shoulders down. And now tip the head, chin towards the floor. You're looking down at the mat. We're feeling a stretch now through the right side of the neck as we tip to the left. Finding that nice breathing pattern. Slowly come back with the head center. Good. We're going to shift our body around now. So we're lying on our stomach into a cobra pose, which means we're up on our elbows, sinking the shoulders down. And then we're going to bring our right leg in, reaching back. If you can, grab onto your ankle and bring that right heel towards your glutes as you come into a quadricep stretch, which is the front of your leg. Let your shoulders relax. You're also getting a stretch through that lower back as you hold up in this cobra position. Remember, as you exhale, think about bringing that heel in towards you a little further if you can. And really push that right leg down into the mat, your deeper stretch. Good. Release slowly. Lower the leg down. Come back to cobra, shoulders down. And now we bend our left leg. Reach back. Grab onto your ankle if you can. And bring that foot or heel in towards your glutes. Still up nice and tall with the upper body. Shoulders down. Push your left leg into the mat as you bring that heel in towards your rear. Focus on your breath. It's really important to take time to do these stretches throughout your week. Relax. Okay, go ahead and flip on over. So you're lying now on your back. You're going to come in just into a knees in position. So let your body just relax down on your mat. Bring both knees in towards you, hands on your shins, and pull those knees in. Excellent. As your shoulders sink down onto the mat, breathing and then let the legs lower down. Now take your right leg and extend it all the way long on your mat. Left knee comes in, right hand comes on the outside of the left knee as we bring the knee across the body and then turn and look the opposite direction. So we're getting a nice spinal twist here. Good. Here we're stretching through that lower back as we add the twist. Also stretching through the hip and glutes on the knee that's bent. And as we turn and look to the other side, we're getting a nice stretch through the neck, a little bit into the shoulders as well. And then we slowly come back to center. We're just going to switch the legs around. So now the right knee is in, the left hand reaches on the outside, and we come again across the body, and then we turn and look to the right. letting your mind stay focused on the muscles releasing. Breathing deeply. And we slowly make our way back to center. And again, we're going to bring both knees into the chest. And I want you to flex your feet. So push your heels up towards the ceiling. And then open your legs away from each other. So your legs are in that hip width position. Bend your knees and pull them down towards you. And then place your hands along the shin on the side of the leg or up towards the outside of the foot and pull your knees down towards you as you come to what's called happy baby. And here, if you like, you can rock a little bit. Or you can hold that pose in a stationary position. Do what feels best for you. Again, we're just keeping that mind clear. We bring the legs in, we lower them down, and we come into a full body stretch. So the legs are extended all the way long, and the arms are going to reach overhead. So now think about your fingertips reaching in one direction and your toes in the other. Good. Big stretch here. Good. Keep stretching nice and long. Very good. Big stretch, working all the muscles here. And then let the arms now come down to your sides. Let your feet just dangle out to the side as we now hold in our corpse pose to finish off. We'll hold here for about 3 minutes. But feel free to stretch anything else that you feel you need to here. This time is for you just to release all the tension from the body, clearing the mind, finding that mind-body connection, focusing on the breath still. And again, as you're exhaling, focusing on releasing all that negativity, all that negative energy and the tension from your body. Letting your body just melt further into the mat. Feeling that body just relax. Take one last minute here in this relaxation pose. So again, stretch out anything else you feel you need to here before we close. Staying present, taking this peaceful and calming feeling with you as you go throughout your day or evening. Go ahead and start wiggling your fingers and wiggling your toes, awakening the body, but staying in that peaceful state. When you're ready, bring your knees back in towards you, and then drop your knees and your body over to the right. Hold here for just a moment. And again, when you feel ready, bring yourself up to that seated position. Sitting up tall, shoulders sink. Take a deep breath in. Palms come together at the top, and exhale as we lower the palms to the heart center. Thank you for being with me today. Namaste. May the light that shines in me salute the light that shines in you.